In the midst of mounting challenges and uncertainties, our United Nations needs steady, committed, experienced hands, and we humbly offer ours to serve in the UN Security Council for 2027 to 2028. We lodged our candidature mindful that a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council is not a right of any state, but a privilege earned through consistent, dedicated, meaningful, and concrete partnership in the service of the United Nations and so of humanity. I stand before you to humbly petition for your support for the Philippines in the elections on the 3rd of June, 2026. Our contributions across the whole spectrum of UN work since its inception are borne out by history. Always ready to be part of the solution, the Philippines has regularly proven itself to be an independent, trusted partner, an innovative pathfinder, and a committed peacemaker. The Philippines stands ready once again to contribute, to help calm voices of division, provide a voice of balance, to shun ambition for service, and always as a voice for principled peace. Watching events in Gaza, the Ukraine, Sudan, the Middle East, and in many other places, I cannot help but ask, are we succeeding? Or are we failing our ancestors who in 1945 forged this assembly out of shared anxiety, shared hope, and endeavor to fulfill humanity's aspirations for peace? Are we failing those who will succeed us? For surely they too deserve to inherit a world where safety, security, dignity, and a healthy planet are assured for all of humanity. We call for urgent and much-needed action for peace in the Middle East, in the Ukraine, in Sudan, the DRC, the Sahel, Yemen, and Myanmar. Their people continue to live in fear and in despair. These tragedies need to stop. Innocents must be protected, and their basic needs immediately provided. War is not the only threat to humanity. Climate change poses the greatest existential test for all our civilizations. For the Philippines, the climate crisis is not a future risk. It is for us a present reality. It reshapes our coastlines, our communities, and even the Filipino psyche. Each typhoon, flood, and period of extreme drought leaves its mark, not only in physical damage, but trauma in the minds of our children. The Philippines supports Africa's call for fundamental reform of global governance structures, including permanent African representation in the UN Security Council. As fellow developing nations navigating often obsolete international systems that were designed without our council, we commit to amplifying Africa's leadership in reshaping multilateral institutions to reflect 21st century realities rather than 20th century power structures. We support rebalancing decision-making power in global financing institutions so developing countries are co-architects of systems that determine allocation, eligibility, and accountability. We must span the technological divide and leverage the power of technology for development, for security. The rapid development of emerging technologies, including AI, present immense opportunity and, as with every powerful tool, significant risks. The Philippines advocates for multilateral cooperation to establish legally binding norms and frameworks to govern our responsible behavior in these novel domains. We use AI and seek for it to become a tool for inclusion, respectful of the belief that human dignity must always be the primary consideration. We believe that migration is a force for good and that migrants contribute to sustainable development in the countries of their origin, in transit, and in their destinations. Migrants, including seafarers, connect our nations. Their dignity and rights should serve as a unifying principle, not a divisive fault line for governments worldwide. The Philippines champions the Global Compact for safe, orderly, and regular migration and calls on all to support the upcoming International Migration Review Forum. We firmly support peacekeeping models that place paramount consideration for the needs of the community. We place emphasis on the promotion of efficient, responsive, and non-politicized peacekeeping models that promote the well-being of women, children, older persons, people living with disabilities, all vulnerable people.